Ever noticed that every generation thinks that the world is ending? Boomers thought that rock music was going to destroy society. Millennials were told that avocado toast would bankrupt them. And now, Gen Zs are being blamed for actually one thing that might end civilization, and that is not having enough babies. Yeah, forget about climate change, AI taking over, or World War III. The real crisis, nobody wants to make new humans anymore. And the numbers, they're bad. Is about to start texting you and ask about marriage and kids bad. So what happens when birth rates crash? Buckle up, because we are heading straight for economic collapse, social upheaval, and possibly a future where government starts to bribe people to have kids. Let's hit the numbers before everyone screams fear-mongering. Let's look at the US. In the US, the birth rate has plummeted by 23% since 2007. China's birth rates just hit a record low, so low that they're on track to lose 600 million people by 2100. And Japan, their population is literally shrinking. They're selling off abandoned homes for pennies on the dollar because there simply aren't enough people to live in them. And look, even Europe is struggling. Japan, Italy, and Spain all seeing steep decline in birth. And here's the kicker. No country in the developed world is having enough babies to sustain its population long term. That means fewer workers, fewer taxpayers, and eventually total economic disaster. So what's causing this global baby drought? Let's break this down. For one, well, kids are freaking expensive. The average cost of raising a child in the US is now over $310,000, and that's before college. So yeah, maybe people aren't rushing to make many me's when they can barely afford rent. Then we have another issue. People are getting married later, or maybe not at all. Median marriage age in the US is now 30 years. And I don't need to do the math for you, because less marriage, well, means fewer babies. And people choose career over kids. Women now have more educational and career opportunities than ever before. So many are starting to choose financial stability over immediate family building. And if I can say it plainly, well, dating has become a total dumpster fire. Swipe culture, situationships, and declining social skills are really making it harder for people to even find a long-term partner, forget about marriage. And also governmental policies suck. There are countries that have stronger parental leave, childcare support, tax breaks, and they're still seeing higher birth rates. Looking at you, Scandinavia. Meanwhile, in the US, we still act like raising a kid is just an individual problem and not a societal one. So I don't think this is just a preference shift. It's a whole economic shift. And when the entire generation decides to just stop having kids altogether and the kids just are not worth it, well, the whole system starts to break really soon. Let's talk about some real consequences of what will happen when birth rates tank. When birth rates tank, economy starts to bleed out. And let's look at the whole domino effect that will unfold when that happens. Here's a simple fact. Fewer young people will mean fewer workers. To keep the economy moving, it will result in slower growth. When there are enough people paying into the social security system, retirement funds starts to look really sketchy. Economy will become top heavy. You have more retirees, fewer workers. That would mean taxes will go up, healthcare costs will skyrocket, and the economy just gets crashed under the weight of aging population. You will see the housing market meltdown. Right now, boomers and Gen X own the majority of real estate. So what will happen when there aren't enough young people to buy all these homes? Simple. Prices will tank, real estate market will stagnate. The government might start paying people to have kids. I kid you not. Countries already, like Hungary and South Korea, are offering massive tax breaks. They're offering free childcare and even cash bonuses for new babies. The US could very well be next. And automation will take over. With fewer workers available, companies will have to invest in robots and AI, whether we're ready or not. And the big shift, geopolitical power shift. When birth rates fall, no country has the ability to compete. China, Japan, Europe, they're already feeling it. And if the US doesn't turn things around, we could lose our global dominance, not to war, but to lack of workers. So Listen, I'm not saying that you need to go out and just have 6 babies for the good of the economy, but the system is going to have to change. That's a fact. We need better parental policies because countries that offer affordable childcare, they offer paid leave, financial incentives, they see high birth rates. Immigration reform. The easiest ways to offset declining birth rates, bring in more skilled workers. And honestly, we might need to even redefine the idea of success. If people have to choose between financial security and family, they're going to pick security. Fix that and birth rates will recover. So here's the real question. Are we heading towards a world where having kids is a luxury only a rich can afford? Because if something doesn't change, the future isn't going to be dystopian robots taking over the world. It's going to be the world where we just run out of people. What do you think? Are birth rates crashing because life is just becoming too expensive? Or are people just over the whole idea of having kids? Drop your take in the comments. Let's debate. I'll see you on the next one.